Hi, my name is Milan. I'm going to be unpacking two very cool things. I'm trying to do it myself a little bit, but I think the equipment will help quite a lot. So the first one will be an electric pole saw. I'm going to unpack that one first. I'm not going to unpack the one now, the Ryobi industrial reciprocating saw. That one I might show in the next video, but definitely between the two of them, I'm sure it'll be sorted. Amazing, nice products. So this one's Ryobi RJK110 industrial, so I hope they deliver on their promises. So let's put that to the side for now. And the one I want to use first on these Cycads is to trim, that's the idea, to trim the leaves and then to use the saw to cut the stem and then to dig it out later on. That's going to be the idea. So hopefully with this chainsaw I'm going to be close enough but also far enough for my own safety. If we unpack this one, just look at the specs maybe. So what is the Ryobi RPS 1000? Most probably 1000 watts, right? Okay, so I think powerful enough. 2-year warranty, electric pole saw. It's saying power 1000 watts, train speed 30 minutes or probably meter per second, and in guide bar length that's 2 meters. Oil tank capacity 100 milliliters. So I've got some chainsaw lubricant if I need that. So hopefully I was smart enough to bring it up to put it in. And the net weight is quite heavy, 4.7 kilograms. But let's see what we get out of the box. Yeah, there's probably just a handle and a trigger of sorts. So let's say the one component. There seems to be the chainsaw portion. Electric pole saw, so this is the what motor, I suppose. And there is the saw portion actually. I mean, there's a little bit of tank. I can see the tank is empty for the lubrication, so glad I brought the lube up. Electric pole saw RPS 1000. So there's that one. Of course, the manual. You can feel there's some screws or something in here as well. Oh, the chain. Oh, there's the little chain. Cute. Let's do the work for us, but still cute. And then of course, I've been coming right with a manual, reading our instructions. Okay, so hopefully there's some pictures that you can see we have all the components, and hopefully there's a step 1, 2, and 3, and 4. I can really see. There's pictures and more pictures, safety instructions as well, and hopefully the language of your choice, and personal safety, use and care. For me, initially I just want to get it assembled. There's actually quite a lot of warnings before they assemble it, of course, and assembling, they show figure 1 and 2, and hopefully we come right. I'm not going to bore you with that. I'll assemble it in my own time, then I'll continue from there. I'll just talk you through the process I've taken. Okay, they show sort of the end result, and then here they show figure 1 and 2, paying attention to the chain. I thought I was missing a component. Yay, and they're giving me some tools, sparing me a trip to the garage. Nice for safety. Direction is actually important of the blade, so I have to try and pay good attention to that. And they warn that the blades can be quite, I won't say dangerous, they say dangerous for the kickback, but the danger will also lie, and it might be a little bit sharp, so just be a little bit careful. I don't want to break the plastic because I want to keep my instructions. I think I've got the direction right. Even on the mount, it shows the picture of the direction. It's not color coded, but I can see the direction is correct. I'm going to mount it a little better. Let's see, according of course to the instructions. I'm not going to rush this because we want to be safe. There's a picture of the direction. So there's the, let's say, the tail, and there's the front running in the right direction. So that would be in order to then picture 1 and 2. So then picture the second picture. They put it on this. So for that, I'm sure we're going to need the tool. And if I really want to, with words, I can look at the wording and also move the chain sprocket cover, place the guide bar and chain into the mount, ensuring the chain sits around the chain sprocket. 16. The chain clamping pin 17 must be completed, immersed in the bore hole. Okay, so that would be the second one. I believe I'll have to remove and open this up. Let's see if that's easy. In my mind, that must just be to remove the cover. Okay, removing the cover. Showing the inside. Oh, that's good. So then I suppose number 3, I'm supposed to put the cover back. I don't really show that in the picture. Let's see. quite interesting. I don't see screws to fix a portion I want to fix. Let's see. Ah, there we go. There we go. That feels much better. Fitting nicely. We'll put on the cover again. Hopefully it's going to feel a little bit better then as well. A bit more snug. Yeah, it just feels better. I don't like to over tighten things. For me, there's no use in over tightening this one. It already looks okay-ish, and the next step will be to tighten the blades a little bit, or the chain a little bit. Seems to be at the bottom. There's a bit of a screw. Just get the direction right how to tighten it. Still feels a bit loose. This is fine. Well, not fine. Of course it's not fine. It doesn't be loose. I'm going to get it tighter. why I'm struggling a bit here to get it right. I seem like to have to open up the two nuts a little bit. I suppose that it can be moved, so I'm just open up a little bit, get the tension off. Mustn't be tight, just semi-secure. Just gonna open up a little bit. And then try again to tension the chain. There's the covers, two nuts I'm opening up a bit, and hopefully then if I turn the tension, we'll be able to move and tighten the chain. Oh, there we go. Okay, I pull it actually with my hands a little bit to the front, and then let's see. I would like to do it this way. It doesn't feel right. Just be careful. Just follow the instructions and get it right. Afterwards, we're going to test it, of course. Okay, so there's a portion testing the chain. It's a knob. Number, what's it say? Number 18. Where is the knob? I don't see the knob they're referring to. It's supposed to be number 18 on the picture. hand tighten it now a bit. And then the tension is okay. I think it's actually quite tight. They say the correct chain tension, firmly pull up on the chain at the middle of the top of the expanding guide bar. The chain is pulled up its highest point, the bottom tip of the link should only just stay in the track, middle of the guide bar. So maybe I can see it must probably be just tighten a bit more, meaning if I lift that up, it's still exposed. So maybe I'll just tighten it a bit more. That should be fine. And then tighten the nuts. Very tight, but not over turning too much. Not overturning too much. So that's tightening it. And if I pull it, it must stay in. And I think currently it looks okay-ish. I'm not too, I don't think it's too bad. I'll try here maybe. That's supposed to be tightened. I don't want it to be too loose, so I'm just going to get it a little bit in there. But I think it's okay-ish, right? See what I mean? Just putting a little bit. Look at some of the other moving parts. It seems to be okay at this stage. Okay, so that will be back that portion. Now they want us to start fixing the bars basically. Surely should be straightforward. I don't really need the length for now. It seems you have to remove this portion at the bottom. Show you quickly, which is the cover, and that's the other end. Hopefully straightforward. Just going to put it in. It is quite heavy. During the click you get. Come on. Here we go. There's a portion which you can click in. Hope you can see that. And then this one just going to tighten it. I suppose that's for safety as well. Just tighten that one. Tight. And I suppose that's supposed to be figures 5 and 6 here. Installing the 2 shafts, the line the main shaft, coupling, so its safety pin is entered middle of the hole, which is a small safety pin. It's good, it's got a safety pin there. Anyway, Okay, so the safety pin is in. Installing the auxiliary handle, I suppose that's important. For the handle, and doop doop doop, you have to seem like you have to unscrew this one. The handle will be, see where they're installing the handle. The handle would be so there's two places, and it seems to be in between the two rubber connections. So I'm going to take out this plastic according to the figure, unclamp it, clamp it, and then suppose find the right place to put this. I'm not sure what they recommend. They seem to put it on the top, meaning the handle is more towards the top, so I'll do the same, meaning that's the top, that's the top, the blade is also the top, and there's the handle at the top. That's cute. How much must I tighten this? It's still tightening. Okay, still tightening. Again, I don't like to over tighten things, right? Then I see there's a bit of an Allen key on the handle, and I can see why, because it's quite loose. So we have to tighten that. I suspect that's, I would say, not mandatory to have it. That's why they probably give the option that you can take it off. I'm going to keep it in. So yes, there's the Allen key. Okay, what's next? I think we're almost actually done. Importantly will be the saw chain lubrication, and okay, now this is where fine print, fill the oil tank with bar and chain oil not supplied. I think I've got chainsaw lubrication. I think that's going to be fine. Okay. Just grab it quickly. My other chainsaw, it lasts quite long, so hopefully this one will also last very, very long. Cap. Ooh, hopefully I'm going to pour it in nicely. check the levels. There's a minimum, not really a maximum there, but it's way over the minimum. Secure it a little bit. Check the components. It's definitely not plugged in yet. It's a bit tight, I don't know. We'll see now when it's working. Still looks brand new there. Yeah, it's quite heavy, 5 kilograms. Half the weight of my baby boy. There's the extension pole. I wonder if you can slide it in. I suspect you can. Because I want to actually work a bit closer. I'm hoping if I put the cycad pin in, I can push it in a bit. I'm not sure. I was really hoping I can. It seems there's only one length, which is a bit of a pity. Maybe I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong. I was hoping I'm wrong, because it's quite far for me to work. There is quite nice handles. There's a top handle, and I suppose it's definitely not plugged in. There's a, let's say, two triggers. I suppose that's a safety. There's a safety, which is good. So the top one is a safety. This one, the strap, I suppose, I'll probably adjust that a little bit. The strap, to plug it in, of course, and to have a lot of fun. Let's look again at just the settings, the pictures and things like that. And before we give it a go, yes, I've got protective clothing. It's cute. They're saying actually check the chain tension at least once every 10 minutes while working. But they say new saw chains in particular tend to have a higher degree of elongation, so it will stretch a bit. Switching on and off. I think they will mention trigger 14 can only operate with the safety lock, so that's what I showed you. The spikes, chain sharpening, I don't want to sharpen it yet. Using the round chain file. Limbing. Pruning. Yes, I have to be very careful, before I give it a go. Okay, so I'm going to put the instructions maybe there before we try it a bit. I'm going to put the location on the side. Maybe that one I'll put the cover on just for now. Just the cover on for now. Even if it's only just to keep chain nice and clean. There's the box. Chip, chip, chip. Let's just quickly check it. It looks okay to me. And 2-year warranty. Let's see what we can do, if we can get it started. Just glasses for some safety. I hate these, but I'm going to still wear it for safety. Fortunately, I've got a cap on as well. Gloves just to protect my hands a little bit. and get to plug it in. Plugged in. Gonna take off the cover. And then try and give it a spin. I gave it a spin. I just want to check the blade quickly. Why? Maybe a couple of reasons. I want to see if the lubrication is coming through. Everything seems okay to me. Let's see if we can get some branches off. My plan is to cut the branches, remember this, with this baby, and then use the saw to cut the stem. So let's see if we can carefully remove this from, I want to say from a distance, right? Definitely working. Okay, so we're always done with this demonstration. Just going to quickly finish up a couple. I think it's amazing. Wrapping up, I do believe it's a nice model, and time will tell how quickly I'll get this done. please hit the like and subscribe buttons for me to have more content to come your way, and follow the other videos. Yes, let's quickly finish this up. Thanks for joining the channel. Have fun with your equipment as well, and leave a lot of comments.